On this edition of the Sports Desk, we've got the buzz of the fall prep sports scenes coming at you from the volleyball court to the gridiron and even the cross-country course. Plus, from Murdoch Stadium, we've got highlights of the El Camino versus Palomar game. Sports Desk fans, get fired up because it starts right now. Sports Desk fans, this is Bonnie Prickitt coming to you from a place full of history and rich with Tartar pride. That's right, I'm out here tonight at Zamperini Stadium. We'll be telling you all about the band, the cheerleaders, and the fans. But first, let's start with the cross-country runners out of the South Bay Cup. They were at Columbia Park. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights. Cross-country runners from 15 schools participated in the South Bay Cup. They ran at Columbia Park in Torrance. This 3-mile course was 80% grass, 15% trail, and 10% pavement. This non-league race resulted in a few Torrance teams hitting the mark. Let's take a look at a few of the girls' team scores. First place goes to Costa. Second place goes to West Torrance, bringing in 89 points. And third place goes to Torrance, and eighth place goes to South Torrance with a total of 173 points. And let's take a look at the girls' individual places who helped their team score points. 7th, Elima Kung of Torrance ran in a time of 18 minutes, 3 seconds. And 9th place goes to Erica DiBiasio of South. 13th, Jackie Rodriguez of West. And of course, Allison Levy came in right after her with a time of 18 minutes and 24 seconds. And let's take a look now at the boys' team score. West Torrance rocked it. They had 4 runners in the top 10. With first place, Costa got second. Third place goes to North Torrance. And fourth place goes to Torrance. 9th place, you see the South Spartans. And 11th, the Bishop Montgomery Knights. Let's now take a look at the boys' individual times of the South Bay Cup. Third goes to Brando Vientos of West. Ran in with a time of 15 minutes and 21 seconds. Fourth place goes to Billy Sanders of Torrance. Congratulations, Billy, for making varsity this year. 5th, you see Levi Cahillo of North. 6th, Drew Griffey of West. 8th, Miles Plum of West. And finally, rounding out the top 10, Mikey Nakahara of West ran a time of 15:36. The next cross-country meet that these runners will participate in will be for league points. Hey, I'm here with 3 of the Tartar cheerleaders, and we're going to get to know a little bit more about why Tartar Pride is so special. Stephanie, tell me all about your pride here in being a cheerleader for the Tartars.
Being a Tartar cheerleader and a student is very exciting because we're so spirited and we keep up the school and we everyone, all the students there, they're very spirited and they love this team.
When your team is losing, what is it you as a cheerleader and the rest of your girls do to keep the spirit up?
We really just have to stay positive and just encourage the boys because it's so hard for them to be negative, or it's too easy for them to be negative when they're losing. So we really have to be the ones to just cheer them up and tell them to keep going and just do it.
That's right, we're still here at the Tartar football game. And as Tartars Let's Work sign behind me, well, that's what the girls volleyball team had to do as they took on the West Warriors. League play starts next week, so this was a pretty good chance for everyone to get a good idea of where they were going to be. Ghazal Hassan was at the game, and he fills us in.
Girls volleyball at West High School, backyard skirmish between the Tartars of Torrance and the Lady Warriors of West. Even the Fedora Brigade turned out to check this one out. That's how good it was going to be. The teams matching up in a non-conference contest. Game 1, 13-7. The Warriors lead this one. The Tartars playing without their 2 senior co-captains. And a good volley going on here between the Warriors of West and the Tartars, but this shot will go long for West, and the Tartars pulled to within 13-8. Nathan Jones and his team talking it over on the sideline. The Warriors, though, bring out the big artillery. Anna Nygren and Tony Perry Livingston snuff that one out. That extends the lead out to 21-8. 9 straight points for West as the Tartars try to hang tough here. Nice dig there by Katie Horton. And the Warriors will finish this one off as well. Bang, and they lead it 24-15. Here's game point. good dig in the backcourt there, and they'll just drop it in between. 25-15, the Warriors take the first game. They lead the match 1-0. Game 2 starts to resemble Game 1 a little bit as West really on their game. The Tartars try to make it happen here, but BJ Gioram and Kayla Mallett snuff that one out. 14-8, the lead to West. That one goes long. Torrance tries to rally here. Nice job in the backcourt, keeping it alive. Good hit there. That'll bring the deficit to within 24-16. A point later, West will get the game point, and they win the second game 25-17 and take a 2-0 lead to Game 3 of the match. The Tartars look for some options going into Game 3, and they start the game strong, taking an early 7-2 lead. That one lands in bounds. Warriors, however, chip away. They're within 12-11 here, a good volley between the two squads. Torrance trying to extend the lead out to 2, while the Warriors trying to tie it. Allison Lim will do the job. She'll set it up here for Antoni Perry-Livingston, who delivers the hammer, and we're all tied at 12. And it looks like the Tartars weren't the only ones feeling the heat in the West Gymnasium. Caitlin Dixon from the near side. Nice return by Torrance, but they aren't able to get it over the net. 16-15 West. Tartars hanging around, though, here in Game 3. This makes it 19-18 West. That'd be the last hurrah for Torrance. Last 6 points of the game go to the Warriors. Match point right there, and the Warriors win in a 3-game sweep. 25-15, 25-17, 25-18. Reporting for the Sports Desk, Ghazal Hassan.
Thanks out to Ghazal Hassan for the breakdown of the match. West swept Torrance with the help of Kayla Mallett's 4 kills and 5 aces. Katie Horton showed up big with 21 digs and 2 aces. West begins Bay League play this week.
Let's go from one volleyball matchup to another. The Lady Knights versus the Lady Saxons. Both teams are a little under 500 at the moment. League play starts next week. This matchup is a pretty good one. Who ends up on top? Well, Juan Hernandez lets you know.
It's the story of 2 Torrance teams with different paths to similar results this preseason. Both hovering around 500, the Knights are fielding a young and inexperienced team this year, while hosting the North Saxons, who have rolled out a roster full of seniors. A solid matchup for both teams as Bishop heads out to the Del Rey League and North prepares for their Pioneer League season. And after the Saxons got off to a quick start, it was Bria Green who kept her team in the first set, one of her first of 23 kills for number 23 on the evening. Both teams exchanged points and leads in the first set, forcing side outs and hitting errors until it was junior outside hitter from Bishop, Jacinta Moran, who hits into the block, but North can't recover and the Knights take this one 25-23. The second set featured North controlling most of the game without ever really taking a commanding lead. They managed to find holes in the Bishop defense and caused plenty of frustration. So it was the Saxons who would take advantage of some Bishop miscues, some errant passes, and of course a lot of strong play at the net of their own, like this kill from senior Holland Seymour of North. While the Knights managed to keep the second set close throughout, never falling behind by more than a couple points, the errors caught up and we had ourselves a close match tied at 1 game apiece heading into the third set. And it was in that third set where you'll remember that I told you Bria Green had almost a couple dozen kills on the night. I'm going to guess that one was her favorite because she put a little bit of mustard behind that one. But it was the North Saxons with their backs against the wall at 24-20 and facing match point for 4 consecutive serves. We're going on a little bit of a streak here. And like I said, nobody could ever seem to pull too far away in this one. So finally, it's Bishop Jr. Shannon Dayton who steps up and puts this one away from the right side. The Knights feeling pretty good about themselves, needing just one more W to take this one home into league play. Early on in the fourth set, we finally see somebody who starts to take a commanding lead, with the Saxons leading 16-11. With that being just about the largest deficit of the night, it was Bishop's strong play at the net and some hitting errors by the Saxons that allowed the Knights to crawl back into this one until junior Hannah Castilla steps up with the ace and she ties this one at 18 all late in the fourth set. Shortly after that, we get our nominee for Play of the Night when junior Katie Brown makes the diving dig, saves the lead for her team, and forces match point. These girls are pumped up to possibly take a win into Delray League play. But obviously, North won't go down without a fight. After forcing a side out and getting a couple points back, it's freshman Ashley Murray, the only freshman on the Bishop Montgomery team, who puts this one away. Knights win it 3-1, and we learn that maybe youth serves this team well this year. Coach Carrie Ray weighs in.
I think it has to do with the youth, but they're starting to get a feel for each other on the court.
Thanks out to Juan Hernandez for the play-by-play. Bishop Montgomery won 3-1 over North. Freya Green came out big with 23 kills and 5 blocks. Hannah Castillo had 44 assists and 3 kills. And of course, we can't forget Harlan Seymour, 13 kills. And Elise Tizan had 17 kills. Both the Lady Knights and the Lady Saxons begin their league play this week, and we'll have highlights for you on the next Sports Desk. Let's take a look at another match. South lost to Redondo 3-0, but Katie Exum came up with 8 kills and 3 blocks. Desi Kaliva had 10 kills, and Denny Garcia 8 kills, and of course Tessa Fournier had 24 digs.